Go. I was wondering, Cosmic and Ben, how did you guys get introduced, or what made you? How did you become aware of the vinyl community?
You
Take it
go,
away,
Ben.
cause
You go, Ben.
No.
I think it was more like during. Well, I wasn't on. I wasn't a person who started a channel during COVID because I was actually on site at my work every day, so I didn't get a
Same
chance
here.
to sit at home and do that. But then there was a lot of dead time at work because there was nobody around. It was like me and maybe two other people, and so I was just like watching music related videos of all sorts of shit, and then in your stream all of these old bald guys started popping up like doing this, and I was like, what the fuck's that all about? And I had a look at a few, and I was just a viewer for a while and checking it out, and I was like, I can fucking do this. And then I was like, I had a niche because it's like, well, even the Australian dudes who I found weren't talking about Australian music. So I thought it'll either sink or swim, and no one will give a shit because if they won't know half of the bands I'm talking about, or it'll go
Yeah.
okay. So,
How many
so
years ago
yeah,
was that?
3 years ago.
And you're still treading water, huh?
Just barely keeping my head above.
Yeah, but you're doing it. Yeah. You know what's funny? When COVID, I was working too. Thank God, man.
Yeah,
Because in California, Newsom shut down everything except for essential businesses, and I guess brewing beer was considered an essential
Yeah.
business. So, but you know what's funny is at my work, I was able to watch more VC channels than I did after I retired. Man, I had because if you were smart, you could. I mean, some days you'd be busy, but some days you could set
yeah,
everything up, take about an hour, and then you had like a 3 hour break.
yeah. No, that was like my work. It was either absolutely flat out or completely dead.
Yeah.
There's no in the middle.
So how did you become aware of the VC, Brian? Or you want me to go for next?
I'll go with it. It's a little bit of a sordid intro, but I had a little bit of a problem with opioid pain medicine for a long time. But anyway, I was laying in bed, man. I had this extra room in my old house, and I was,
Can I just interrupt for 1 second?
yeah.
There's two stories in a row that you started with. I was laying in bed.
Oh, well, I spent a lot of time in bed, I guess. Anyway, I'll keep going. I'll ignore that. But anyway, I was kind of detoxing right now. So I was looking on my phone for YouTube videos to just kind of bring, lift my spirits or whatever. And I stumbled upon, it was a documentary about the monks,
Yeah.
they started over army guys in Germany. And I thought it was super interesting, right? So, and then I kept getting these recommendations after I watched that of people showing vinyl records. And the one of them was Garner. And I was like, dude, this is fantastic, man. And I kind of started getting all these recommendations for like, I think maybe Mr. Hall of Fame. I think that's what his name is. I can't. Brandon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Dots and Loops, Dan, and just several. Probably Vinyl Richie was probably in there. But yeah, and then I kept thinking to myself, I was like, I think I can do this, man. I have a record collection. I mean, I could probably do this. So I watched vinyl community videos for 2 years before I even made my first video. And I reached out to Vinyl Richie at one time. I remember he told
Your first thumbnail, huh?
yeah, that was when I didn't know how to like do thumbnails, and it just YouTube would just randomly choose one for
Yeah.
you. I was like with the finger in the nose. I sent you a picture of it earlier, Ben, I think.
Yeah, I love it.
But
Picking a winner.
But then I started reaching. I think Vinyl Richie said, just sit in front of your camera like you're talking to your buddies about music, and that was kind of helped. And then Steve Carlson also, kind of gave me some tips, and I finally jumped in. But man, my videos were so long, like 40 minutes every video, and that was so boring. And it kind of had to develop something a little more interesting, but that's kind of how I got into it. Watched it for 2 years and then finally started doing I didn't even know how to upload a video at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, likewise. Garner was like we have him in common. He was like a real early person who jumped on and commented on my really early videos, and got to know him through that. So, and then like just as I got used to him, he disappeared, and then he'd come back, and then he'd disappear, and he'd come back.
I don't get that. I don't get making all these videos and then you delete them all, and then you come back under a different.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the point of that is. I just don't get that.
Are you talking about Garner?
There's a lot of channels that do this.
I think Garner sometimes you think he gets maybe a little dejected or something. Something gets in it, gets at him a little bit, pokes him, and he just decides to call it a day, and then he'll come back. If he sees.
Yeah.
Because he'll go through periods where like he'll be in front of the camera, and then he'll do ones, where he just like posts a single and just the music like that. So, and then he'll get the shits with that, and then he'll want to it's funny. He'll email me and say, "Oh, I'm sitting on a batch of awesome stuff. It's probably time I make a video again." I'm like, "Why do you get rid of them all the time? Just keep it up.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to do it all the time."
Yeah, why take them down? Leave them up and then come back whenever you want.
Yeah.
But I must say, with not only Garner, but VC videos in general, I prefer when I can see the person and they're talking. And because he has a unique personality, and I really don't like the flip video one. There's some where there's people that are just standing there and then they'll show this record, and
Yeah.
I just do not recommend this channel. I push that button on them. Do you guys know this record?
I've never seen it.
I know of it, but I don't have that. I think the last Pill record I got was it Flowers and Romance? Or no, it's the one album, I think.
Album,
called Album.
That's a rock record, that one. But do you know what is this on the cover, man?
Looks like a shark tooth.
No, it looks like a hairy pussy, dude. It looks like.
That's a pretty deep bush.
Yeah, it's got a part in the middle, so I don't know what the hell
That's
is.
pretty rare sighting these days, actually.
What, a bush?
Yeah.
Push in the bush.
The beaver.
What'd you say? A weave?
The beaver.
A weave.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
That's a good one, man. A weaver.
I'll try and get back on track. You were about to say it was your turn, Richie, of how you got in.
Oh. My brother, probably around 2014, he goes, have you ever seen that VC channel, Derek Higgins? And I go, no. And he goes, yeah, he's in the vinyl community and he shows records, talks about records. I go, okay. So that night, I'm at work and I'm on my phone and I start watching a video. I mean, it was like I don't even think it was 3 minutes. And I go, this is fucking stupid. And I just didn't watch it. I just turned it off. And then about a year later, like 2015, I told my brother, what was that thing you were telling me about the show records? And he goes, yeah, it's the vinyl community. And I go, okay, vinyl community. I couldn't remember. So I started, typed it in again, and I started watching them, and then I got into it for some reason. I don't know. I think the first channel I really watched a bunch in a row was Mike Seatown.
Yeah.
He was doing he was going through his A's. That's what it was. And he showed like this hardcore crazy ass punk. And then the next one was the soundtrack to Annie. And I go, okay, this is cool. I can relate to this guy, I'll watch his. And I watched, all the way through Z. But that guy, man, he turned out he turned on me, man. When everybody back a few years, everybody was like trying to cancel Richie. He even made a video about, yeah, why do all these old white guys? Why is it always these old white guys that are talking shit about women? And I'm going, what the fuck? It's obvious he didn't watch my video, because I didn't talk shit about anybody. I might have cracked a few jokes, but anyways, that's how I got into it, my brother. And then after about 6 months of watching, I go, I'm gonna make one. And then it was like I was kind of stiff, man, at first. Hi, this is Vinyl Richie, and this is my first video. And then I don't know, a few months after I was into it, I did somebody did a video, and then I did a video on what is punk. And I just kind of talked from emotion, whereas before I was kind of stiff. And that's when I kind of, okay, this is what I need to do. And I watched it and I go, okay, this is way better than the ones I've been doing. And then that's how I kind of evolved into what you see now.
Well, that's when I found like mine went better too. It's like when you say how you were stiff, and I was too caught up on getting every detail right and knowing everything about every record I showed, instead of just talking about how I felt about the record and all that sort of shit, which was much more interesting, I think, than just bailing out a heap of dates and details and all that sort of crap.
Yeah, this one was mastered by Kevin. Kevin, what's his name? Yeah. Who fucking cares,
Yeah. I can't believe we live in an era where the dudes who master records is now on the hype sticker on the front of a fucking record.
It's funny.
It's nuts. But yeah, I don't know. Like, for me, like,
but you know what?
Come from the other side.
And like in the 90s, how like DJs, they got like promoted to like this art form, like they're like musicians. And I always thought, like, what the fuck, man? So when I go to the movies, is the projectionist like he's an artist too? It's like the same thing, man. He's playing movies. This guy's playing records. What the fuck, man?
Back in the 60s, though, those DJs were like famous. They were like a big part of the thing of getting your records out there, and they had personalities, like even Bingenheimer, he was kind of a rock star too, and he was a DJ, right?
Yeah.
But what about hip hop? Do you not rate the DJs who like cut shit up and put it back together and create something new?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of hip hop, but I would say so.
Yeah.
There's a video on YouTube of all the samples that the Beastie Boys use for Paul's Boutique. I recommend you guys watch that, dude. It is amazing.
So much shit.
Oh my God. It is unbelievable. And it's just like, sometimes it's just like a little 2-second clip from this. And it is a pretty fascinating video to watch. They sample, and I think that was the key to getting the laws changed. Like, you can't be doing this shit, dude. I mean, I think there's one song where they have like 3 or 4 Beatles samples in this one song. It's funny.
Yeah,
some of
those
that record. They're not even like, they're so subtle. Some of the samples they use, you could miss it if you weren't paying attention. But yeah, I knew the Beastie Boys.
That's like
ton of them.
Yeah. That's why I like that sort of stuff. I didn't like it once later on, and the sample would be the whole hook of the song. and it would be obvious what the song was that they'd sampled, and that was more of the hook than what they actually did with it. Like that example of like, that guy who's very popular with everyone at the moment, Puff Daddy. When he did that song and it was what's that Police song? Every Breath You Take.
Yeah.
And
that was horrible.
And that was the main thing. There was like, well, you're not creating anything new with it. Like, I hated it when it was like that. It's like, well, if you like the Police, just go listen to the fucking Police. He's not doing anything cool like the Beastie Boys.
Do you know the band Soho? They were kind of like a dance band or combo from England, and that one riff from the most famous Smith songs. What is it? You know that guitar riff?
How
Soon as now.
Yeah, they took that riff and they made a dance song out of it, and it's obvious where it's coming from. But man, a lot of my friends even thought, man, this is better than the Smiths version. So it can work both ways. But yeah, that P Diddy one was pretty lame.
Yeah. No, I think that was like released in the wake of when they got a lot more litigious about it. Those dogs are right there, Cosmic. They were going off.
My daughter brought her dog, and there's kind of a little bit of tension in the atmosphere here, especially with the cat, man. Yeah.
Yeah, cats are smartasses, man.
They're mischievous little bastards, man. I've never had really a cat for long, and it's cool though. But yeah, they're little devilish, and they are curious, man. The curiosity did kill the cat, man. I can see where that came from, because man, you open up a drawer and they're over there looking in it. You open up the closet and they want to get in there. In fact, one time I was in the back doing work or whatever, and I had the shed open. Then I closed it. A couple hours later, I go, "Where's the fucking cat?" And then I went to go pick my wife up from work. We came back, and she goes, "Where's the cat?" And I go, "I don't know. Maybe it's he's gone." And then I go, "Let me check the shed," because I was working, and I opened the door and she was like sitting right there. I was like, "You fucking idiot, man! You were in there for 5 hours."
Come on, get out.
Well, that ended a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Oh no.
I thought that was going in a whole other direction.
Yeah. No. It's a cool cat though. And our dogs have gotten used to it, so. But yeah. Mango, man. Mango goes nuts.
Speaking of cool cats, I forgot to show this record when I brought up John from Bip Bop Boom and all of this Cold Oi. And this is one of the ones I've got so far. They're called The Chisel, and the album's Retaliation. It's fucking kicks. See that beautiful segue? Cats, John, cool cat.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're
Cold Oi.
slick.
Man, you'd think I have been making videos for years.
You're good at this.
Speaking of John from Bit Bop Boom, I also have an album that has a connection with him. He was in I don't know if he still is, or he used to be in like a rockabilly band, I think. And he kind of got back on. I mean, I haven't watched a lot of his videos, but he was showing a lot of rockabilly albums, and I found this one. I've never seen anybody show it before, but it's pretty damn cool. It's called the Raymen. And it's got a really kind of cool cover. If I can get you can see the guys in the band.
Are they instrumental?
No,
No.
It sounds like the Cramps to me. I mean,
Okay.
that's why I like it. But I just found this like in a bargain bin, and it kicks ass. I'm getting into like some rockabilly and psychobilly stuff lately. But that one I've never seen anybody show, and I kind of thought it was kind of a cool album. And the singer sounds just like Lux Interior, and the music is kind of blues-based rockabilly kind of stuff, bluesy.
So is that John's band or a band that you got onto because it
No,
didn't?
no, it's not John's band. It's a band
Oh,
that I got onto because, you know, he was talking about a lot of rockabilly bands, and so I was out there
yeah,
looking at rockabilly stuff, and I just happened upon this, and I kind of looked up a little information about it, and then of course I looked at the picture there, and they're kind of like rockabilly kind of looking dudes.
yeah.
But yeah, this is a really cool. It's called Tonight, the Raymond, and it's a full album, and then it also came with a bonus disc EP with like 6 other songs. So it's a pretty, and this was bargain bin fodder when I got it. So pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, from what I can gather, what Garner told me, John's band was like a pretty, like, you know, within those circles did quite well, and they were like a regularly touring around America and
Awesome.
had
Yeah.
a few releases. Like, yeah, they had their shit together from how it sounded. So, and he hasn't done it for ages, but sometimes he would play guitar on his videos, and it's like, yeah, he can fucking play. He's really good. Anyway, I just had that handy because if you mentioned the Cramps, which is this awesome Munster Records 7-inch. It's got like 10 7-inches
Cool.
of all their really early stuff. It's great.
Just give me the album, dude. I'm getting rid of all my 7-inches, man.
You are such
Really?
a grumpy old man sometimes.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
You can
I sold all my Cramp singles.
send them all to me.
No, they're
I'll pay
already
the
sold.
postage.
You know what's funny about the Cramp singles? The Goo Goo Muck one? That was like a $20, $30 single for years. And then they made that TV show Wednesday, and she dances like at the prom to that song. And man, it went up to like $100, over $100. It's like, okay, time to sell it.
I hate that.
Like is that the
You hate what?
Wednesday as in Adam's
Like-
Family Wednesday?
Yeah. It was like,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Like when a song comes on a movie soundtrack,
Yeah.
you know, and then all of a sudden it's so overpriced you can't even get a copy anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I have the original version of Goo Goo Muck. It was a country guy from Bakersfield that recorded and wrote that song.
Cool.
Can't remember the name. I thought I.
There's all those Cramps comps called Songs the Cramps Taught Us, where it's got a lot of the originals that they covered,
Yeah.
which are really good.
Those are pretty good comps.
You get stuff like
Really
Hazel Atkins and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I'm just gonna do one of these because if I fucked it up last time and cut you all off. There we go.